Hello there, Femke. Okay, let's go. So people are divided in their opinion regarding globalization. We don't need two. Or regarding the globalization, but we don't need it. Regarding globalization of marketing. For some it is seen as essential and they believe in the positive benefits it could bring, while others think it has a negative impact on the country. Okay? Here it's unclear who the subject is. So just to be on the safe side, put they, okay? From my point of view, the benefits of international marketing outweigh the possible negative impact. Both sides will be discussed in this essay. Not too bad. Don't put this. This isn't necessary, that final sentence. We can put that into an essay about global warming, about nuclear war, about gender equality, about anything, and the examiner spots them. These are called like empty sentences. They're just copy paste, and the examiner can spot them. You need to make it relevant to the actual essay. Both sides will be discussed in this essay. Both sides will be discussed using examples from employment and the environment to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, something like that. With the introduction of the internet, it is easy for consumers to buy products from foreign countries. This results in a worldwide competition amongst companies. Proper international marketing planning is the only way to approach this competition to ensure a company's existence. In addition, it will not only increase a company's profit, it will also create more employment. Very good. We've used inversion, but be careful. You need to introduce hedging to make your essay sound more academic. We've got a whole module about this skill in the sentence guide, but you definitely need to adopt it. Otherwise, it seems like you're making sweeping generalizations. Next to these financial benefits, international marketing spreads ideas, languages, and culture. Be careful about taking words directly from the question as well. Okay, we can't get points for these words. If we'd have used synonyms, if we'd have used similar words, then we could have got points, okay? Which could be beneficial for a country. A good example are food products. Be careful about using good. It's quite a basic word. We can use so many other words that would have got you points, such as a significant example, a major example, an important example of food products, which definitely display a country's culture. Okay, Saxon genitive, comma at the end there. With international marketing, the demand for food products will increase. Okay, so give me an example, yeah? Give me a real-world example. For example, Chinese food products are available worldwide and are very popular, blah, 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 okay? With international marketing, the demand for food products will increase. More jobs are created to increase the production. Furthermore, a country's culture is spread throughout the world and might attract tourists to visit the country. Be careful about adding additional arguments on. It seems like we've gone slightly off topic here, and it's not the right place to introduce a new argument. Here we should be concluding and summarizing the paragraph, okay? Making your final point, not adding new arguments. On the other hand, there are also particular disadvantages of international marketing. Local and family businesses are negatively affected by the huge global business marketing. Be careful about that. By the huge global companies implementing international marketing, the ability to offer products with similar prices might be difficult for a local business. However, another strategy could be used. However, another strategy could be used to encourage people to buy their products. For example, locally produced chicken could be sold as more eco-friendly, has a less negative impact on the environment than chicken that is imported from a foreign country, I think we wanted to say here. Now, what we would need to do is round off the argument by saying something like, therefore, it is clear that the disadvantages can okay, and finish the paragraph. Make it clear. If you struggle with this type of paragraph structure and the cohesion of ideas, as we saw here, then you might want to have a look at the online course where we address these issues quite swiftly, and it's quite easy to solve actually. In conclusion, globalization of marketing is essential for a business. It gives opportunities of employment and spreading of a country's culture. Saxon genitive issue again. Local companies might be negatively influenced, but they could use alternative strategies to ensure their existence. Good. All right, not a bad essay. I would check the task response there, because in some instances we do seem to have gone slightly off topic, like the issue of chickens, for example. So you might want to check on Wikipedia what international marketing is. We should be focused more on the advertising aspect, the promotion aspect, okay? But other than that, it's a solid essay. Now be careful about your paragraph structure. This needs to be worked on because it's negatively affecting your cohesion and coherence. Your grammar is very good, but we could improve it, and the same can be said with your lexical resource. There is a lot of opportunity to improve. So let's move on to task 1. Bar graph illustrates the number of pet owners of 6 different countries. Was it just 6? Yeah, it was. Good. Wales, Canada, America, Ireland, Scotland, and England, who are registered at the World Pet Organization during an 8-year period starting in 1990. Both are okay, but in is more appropriate for years. Overall, the number of pet owners was fluctuating throughout the years. During these years, Ireland had the least amount of pet owners, while Scotland had the most pet owners. Good. Very good. And that's quite a good observation, because this graph is horrible, and I made it horrible on purpose. So well done for picking out that detail. In 1990, there was a total of almost 800,000, comma, not a decimal place. Okay? This increased in the next 3 years to just under 900,000 pet owners in 1992. After a slight drop in 1993, the number of pet owners rose to roughly 920,000. The next year, Okay, this is all about the totals, which isn't too bad, but we've gone into list mode. Okay? It's not too bad, but we could have referenced certain reasons why it fell. Okay? Maybe one possible reason would be Ireland here was possibly responsible for the drop, as was America. It almost halved there. That's quite a big difference. Okay? So just be careful about slipping into list mode, where we list every single data point, and you cannot get points for that. You need to give an overview. If you're aiming for band 7 or higher, you need to give an overview, which means summarizing some of the data. Okay? During the time frame given, Ireland had significantly the least pet owners. We've mentioned that already. They had roughly 100,000. We've mentioned this already as well. So be careful about repeating yourself. Maybe go talk about the countries with the biggest fluctuations, or the countries with the most stable numbers. Okay? These are all relevant data points. Well done though for including the maximums and the minimums. That's fantastic. But we could have also reported about the consistent. Who's the most consistent here? I'd say probably England. Scotland is rather consistent. America definitely isn't. Ireland's not that consistent, and Wales is pretty variable as well. Okay? And another consistency is that they're all reasonably variable, apart from England, which roughly looks the same. Okay? So we not only want to be pointing out the minimums, the maximums, but we also want the variables and the constants. Okay? And avoid repetition and avoid list mode. Okay, excellent work there. If you want more help and if you want to carry on improving, have a look at the links that I send you, and hopefully we'll be working together soon. Take care and good luck.